I hope you've been enjoying the holiday season. You've had a Merry Christmas and you're getting ready to have a Happy New Year in 2025. Be careful of making New Year's resolutions because you put a lot of pressure on yourself when you do that. So take baby steps. Maybe you start something in February and you just do it, like a Nike slogan, just do it. But in any case, this episode today that you're watching, you might be watching it tonight, who knows? But whatever you're watching, this episode is dedicated to the top 10 episodes of 2024 of Southeast Iowa Today. I got them on this list right here, folks. Getting ready to share that with you. But first, Griner Auto Body of Washington, Iowa, using state-of-the-art techniques and decades of experience to get your car back on the road after an accident. Car Doctor of Washington, Iowa, no matter who Frankensteined it, they can fix and clean and customize it. McDonald Boneyard of Keota, Iowa, for all your farm equipment and auto recycling needs. Hinshaw Trailer Sales of Richland, Iowa. You need a trailer. They've got your trailer, and they fix what they sell and don't in their full-time repair shop. Girling Repair of Winfield, Iowa. If your mower is dead, call Fred, your Husqvarna, Aaron's, and Gravely dealer. Fred also fixes and sells snowblowers. B&B Propane and the family of Jet Stops present Southeast Iowa Today. I'm John Bain, author of Christie's Journey, The Beat Goes On, and your host. Worldwide and locally, there's been some crazy things that went on in 2024, but I've documented a lot of good things. Pretty much went international this year for the first time, and that was a big deal. But I'm just going to share with you, I've done 132 episodes in 2024 and lots of great things. Can you believe that? 132 episodes just in 2024. I've also got stuff from the first season in 2023 that you can still watch. They're all available on Spotify, and they're also all available on my YouTube channel. And you may have noticed a little later here in 2024, I started making a lot of it available on Facebook as well. So however you watch this podcast, I thank you. And if you only listen, and if you're listening, on iHeartRadio or TuneIn or Apple Podcast platforms, if you listen, thanks for listening too. But if you want to see this, you've got to watch on Spotify, YouTube, or Facebook. If there's other places, let me know, but those are the ones I know for sure. Coming in the top 10 at number 10, and this was first seen on Southeast Iowa Today with me, John Bain, September 20th, 2024. The episode was Breaking News, Helping Henry County Planning and Zoning Commission Stay True to Their Word. It was Friday, September 20th, 2024, and the document that the Henry County Watchman LLC provided as a proposed ordinance has not been made available on the County Planning and Zoning website. Also, due to the Planning and Zoning Administrator being out of the office on Thursday, the Board of Supervisors were unable to discuss the Tuesday meeting happenings. It was also decided by the Planning and Zoning Administrator and the Assistant County Attorney that the Planning and Zoning meeting scheduled for September 25th must be canceled until further notice. At that time, that was a developing story, and I had it all right here. Coming in at number 9, this one from October 21st, 2024. Day tripping. I went day tripping with my buddy Bob DeWitt. Bob, you made the top 10 this year, and it was the Carnegie Historical Museum in Fairfield, Iowa, Part 1. And on that episode, I went, as I said, day tripping with Bob DeWitt, and we went to Fairfield, Iowa, to the Carnegie Historical Museum, and we met up with Jake Schmidt. He is the director and curator of the museum, and Jake took us on a tour of the amazing, and we started with Jefferson County and Fairfield history in this part 1 of 4-part series. I'll tell you, folks, Jake Schmidt is a walking encyclopedia of Jefferson County and Fairfield and Carnegie Museum knowledge. It was incredible. Number 8 was really cool. You NASCAR fans may remember this. And like I said before, if you haven't seen these, you can watch them anytime on Spotify, on YouTube. Just check it out. I've got them libraried for you. Number 8, May 13th, 2024, Kyle Petty Charity Ride stops in Bettendorf, Iowa. And I took you right there to Bettendorf, and NASCAR's Kyle Petty led 150 motorcyclists more than 2,100 miles on a week-long trek from South Dakota to North Carolina, ending at Victory Junction to celebrate the camp's 20th anniversary. I got to visit with Kyle Petty. I also got to visit with the Wallace brothers, Mike and Kenny. It's all on this episode. So if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. Number 7. This was an international episode, folks, all the way from Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. This was April 19th, 2024. Dialing in the General Lee. Family fan interviews before the first ever International General Lee jump. It was spectacular, beyond words. My buddy Raymond Kahn did that jump, and he made a new record for himself that day, and I encourage you to check it out. Coming in at number 6, we're keeping a Dukes of Hazzard theme going. Let's go for a ride in my General Lee. I took you on a ride back on November 12th because it was a beautiful day here in Iowa, and it was just time to let you get up close and personal and check out the General Lee in person. It was great. Number 5, this happened October 14th, 2024. Like I said, you can still see it on my platforms. Hospice Compassus asks for volunteers. I sat down with volunteer coordinator for Hospice Compassus, Jill Venden, and we discussed the need in Southeast Iowa, in particular, of volunteers to help out with that very worthy cause. And they do great work, and they help a lot of people. Coming in at number 4, August 10th, 2024, I take you all the way to the Mopar Nationals at National Trail Raceway, and that is in Hebron, Ohio. My buddy, Raymond Kahn. General Lee flies at 2024 Mopar Nats. Raymond went, he just was crazy. It was awesome in front of a few thousand people. He jumped the General Lee. I had all access there as well. Got you some great video of the General Lee taking off that ramp, soaring through the air, and hitting that racetrack hard. And that was number 4. It was incredible. Number 3, August 5th, 2024. Cooter's Place, 25th. Cody Roy of New England Dukes. And on this, I'm going to read you the description. On this episode of Southeast Iowa today, John Bain is on the road to Cooter's Place in Luray, Virginia. The Dukes of Hazzard merchandise store and museum is celebrating 25 years in business. John catches up with Cody Roy of New England Dukes. They talk Cooters, Dukes, and have some visits from some familiar voices. This young man, Cody Roy, he does a perfect Boss Hogg impersonation. Waylon Jennings, Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane, and even Lulu Hogg, and they're all on this episode, so look for that. Cody, thanks, buddy. You made it to number 3, and I'm hoping that before he gets too famous, I can get him to cut some announcer opens and closes for me and to make my show a little fancier. Just a little hint there, Cody. Hey, coming in at number 2, all the way back to January 11th of this year, Dr. Ben Carson stumps for Trump in Davenport, Iowa. I was there. I took you there. You got to hear everything Dr. Ben Carson thought was important to elect Donald Trump again. And Dr. Ben Carson was right, because Donald Trump was elected in a electoral college landslide and a popular vote landslide. It was pretty incredible. So what do you think's number 1? I take you all over the country. I take you all over Southeast Iowa. Gosh, we went to Trenton this year to the car show. June, July, August, September. There were 4 cruise-ins at Your Choice Family Restaurant in Wayland, and I brought you video and interviews from that. Can't forget the Paws and More Car Show, their largest fundraiser of the year. That was August 23rd up in Washington, around the square, Central Park in Washington. Lots of cars, lots of critters there that day, and lots of people. It was really fun. I really like doing these podcasts. It's so fun to bring the neat people, the cool places, the fun events, the neat businesses from Southeast Iowa to you, my audience, to share. And so thank you for that. Number 1 this year, couple of big guns. This happened January 12th. Got the most views of any of my episodes for the year. Candace Owens campaigns for Vivek in Iowa. And I took you to the Columbus Hall in Davenport, where political commentator Candace Owens campaigned for and alongside Vivek Ramaswamy ahead of the Iowa caucus. And that all happened January 11th, 2024. None of this can happen if I don't have you watching, because it wouldn't be worth doing. So thank you so much. I hope you have a healthy and happy new year. 2025 promises to be spectacular. But in order for it to live up to that promise, you have to do a few things. You need to be spectacular, just a little bit. Try a little harder. Be a little kinder. Hug a little longer. And just love each other. And just, keep watching my podcast. And like I said, I'm going to bring you new things and fun things from Southeast Iowa. And who knows, maybe, you never know where you're going to end up, but wherever I go, I take my camera, and if it's worth sharing with you, I'll be doing it again. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your viewership and your friendship. A lot of you are friends that watch too. Thank you so much. Once again, Happy New Year, happy 2025. And I got to thank my sponsors. You knew I wasn't going to forget that. Griner Auto Body, Car Doctor, McDonald Boneyard, Hinshaw Trailer Sales, Girling Repair, B&B Propane, and the family of Jet Stops. I'm your host, John Bain. Happy New Year, and stay friendly, Southeast Iowa.